What's up, beautiful people out there? Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time for you being here on my channel, welcome. My name is Rebekka, and this picture right here, I took this picture a year ago with my host family, which means I've been living in the United States for a year now, and I am so excited because I'm going to stay for another year, and then afterwards I might go back to my home country for a while. But for now, I am just so happy to be here and to be able to share my experience and my thoughts with you guys. In today's video, I'm going to share some things that I've learned during this year by traveling by myself and by living abroad. Maybe you can relate to it, maybe you cannot, which is totally fine, but I just want to give you an impression about the things that somebody can learn by having such an experience like that. So I hope you're comfortable. I hope you are going to hang out with me for the next few minutes, and you are going to enjoy this video. You might learn something new, you might not. For whatever reason you are here, I just hope that you enjoy this video. And also, don't forget to grab your favorite snack or your favorite drink or chocolate or whatever makes you happy, and then let's go right into the topic. Traveling and living abroad by myself really taught me to take more responsibility about my own life. I still used to live with my family in Germany, and you know, you have your parents around you. I used to live in a home where my mom cooks every single day, and the food is on the table, and you know, like she just took care of certain things that I never really paid attention to. And once that you live by yourself, you realize that, you know, there's so many things that you have to take care of, and that you are responsible for your mess. You're responsible for the way you are going to live, and you're responsible for the decisions that you are going to make. And that's also another thing that I have learned so much about that. I have learned to take decisions more with confidence, whether it's a little decision or a big decision, because sometimes we want to be in a very safe place, and I have failed a lot with my decisions. But I think it is so important as a young person that you are in situations where you fail and that you make mistakes, so that you can know what is best for you the next time. Traveling also makes you realize how strong and capable you can be, because you will never know how strong you are and capable you are until you go through things by your own. The more I travel, the more I've learned about myself, about my personality, and about my character. And I don't know if you know this quote, but it says, "We travel not to escape, but to find ourselves." And I think there's so much truth in it. It's not that I haven't found myself before, but you just find out so much more about you, about your character. I'm an extrovert person. I really love to be surrounded by people. I love to connect with people. I remember myself when I just arrived. I love to make new friendships and you make connections everywhere, and I just love to be surrounded by people. And I thought this is just me. I have to be around people, and I thought this is just my personality, this is just me. But traveling by myself really showed me how beautiful it can be just to be by your own, and reading books and journaling and meditating and all those things that you just do by yourself, you know. And I've never thought that I was that kind of person. And since I'm here, I started to do those things that I'm not used to do. And I started to recognize different characteristics and different interests that I have. So this is the point that really had changed the way I think, and the way how I think about my home country, and the way how I appreciate my home country too. I have to say, I really had a hard time to appreciate my home country sometimes. But the more I traveled, the more I saw different cultures, the more you see that every country has their pros and cons. And I know that Germans are more punctual and organized and like to plan ahead, and Americans, for example, are super friendly. They're super thankful. They apologize for every little thing, at least in the South. And Spanish people are also super open and super friendly and super empathetic and expressive. And I remember myself being in South America, and I had an appointment at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, guys, at 5 o'clock. I was there at 5:05 because I'm not always punctual. But she came at 6. I mean, like, she came at 6, and I was waiting for almost an hour, and I was like, girl, I'm here and waiting for you, and I have an appointment with you. And then after an hour, she came because I had a hair appointment, and suddenly she came from nowhere and said, hello, hola, buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? And like, she just acted like nothing happened. And that was the point where I was like, okay, I started to appreciate the German people. On the other side, hello? On the other side, I know Spanish people are my favorite. I love Spanish people. I love South America and their culture and their food. But I realized that every culture has their own weakness and their own strength. And every culture has something special. And I just would love to learn from them, because I know that we Germans don't have the same things that somebody else has. And, you know, somebody else has not what we have. And I think that's why it is so important to just be open and to observe different cultures and to appreciate their strength too, and to also learn from each other. Getting out of my comfort zone and taking risks sometimes really have changed my life. Why? Because I believe so many beautiful, amazing things can happen on the other side of fear. There were so many times that I felt so much fear here in the United States or in general, but from the moment that I took the step and did the thing that I wanted to do, I knew it's gonna be worth it, and I knew it's gonna be fun. As soon you turn your fear into an excitement, there's so much more value in it. The fact that I saw different ways of living and different way of thinking and different way of doing certain things really encouraged me to think more before I speak. I've gained so much more perspective just by seeing not only my culture and my way of thinking and my way of living, when I started to listen and when I started to see different cultures. That is also one reason why I'm so passionate about traveling, because you learn so much more about people. You just start to judge less and to be more empathetic, because you don't only see your own way, you see different ways of being. For example, I admire my host family because they hosted already 7 different au pairs, 7 different cultures, 7 different nationalities, 7 different way of beings, and 7 different human beings, you know, they're absolutely different, and because of that they have such a bigger view. And I think that is also a reason why we have a good relationship, because they understand different cultures, they understand why people are acting certain ways. And 2 of them were Germans, and they know exactly how Germans sometimes act or do certain things. The more I traveled, the more I started to prioritize great experiences over possessions and over material things, because material things can be gone one day, and your experiences and your memories will be there forever. And I would rather fill my life with a lot of adventures and stories that I can tell and experiences than material things or things that I possess. There's so much more value in having those experiences, because it's not only an experience, it can be something that might change your life and might change your mindset, might change your way of being and living. If there's one thing that I've learned, it is to think outside the box and to think bigger The more I see of this world, the more I realize how little I am and how little I have seen. There are so many things that are existing that I don't even know because I haven't seen them. It just makes you feel so curious about going somewhere and just learning about all the different things, because the only thing what you know is this, and there's just so much more. There's just so much more. Alright guys, so that was the end of my video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe, of course, so that you won't miss any other video of mine. And I'll see you next Monday at 1 o'clock. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.